What's up, my loves? Welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to do a 10-year skip. If you watched the last video, it was to do with Arsenal, to see how well they do in that 10 years. We're going to do it with, in this episode we are going to do with RB Leipzig, the German side, which apparently has got a lot of money. Red Bull own them, so we're going to see how well they progress, see if they buy anyone and whatnot. So I'm not too sure whether if it makes an impact on FIFA if you're the team, so we just have to sort of play it by ear. If that does, then I'll probably be at the A team in the league and we'll just sort of have to play around with it and see what happens. I will test this again with another team and see if it actually makes any impact at all. But let's get right into it. You can see they didn't really do very well, Leipzig. They really struggled. They didn't really buy many players. Kind of like Arsenal, they didn't buy mega buyers. I don't know why, if it's something to do with me being a player, a part of the team. Not sure. Perhaps I will start to be another team in the league. But you can see they didn't do absolutely nothing. They just struggled. They will come in mid-table, you'll see. Ignore the player details above. I'm just going to give you a rundown of the career, because do you know, when you're a player, my player, you can actually have a rundown on your career and it tells you where your team stood and how well they've done one year. If they've come runner-up in one cup and a league position, you'll see. But they just struggled. They just mid-table one year, near the bottom one year. They just stayed up because in the German league they have a relegation match, and if you win that, you stay up, and then you go down the league if you lose that match. It's really weird. But yeah, that happened once. Mid-table a good few times, and in fact, you'll see later on in the video they actually did get relegated. They actually did get relegated, and then they won the league below. They won that, and then they got promoted, and they were just mid-table again. They weren't really outstanding, to be honest. Leipzig, you probably have to take them over and actually play them to actually do it, to be any good with them, because see, most of their players are quite tired, but they're aging pretty quickly after 5 years. Pretty disappointing, but some of their ratings are not bad. Most of them, their important players are in the 80s, but because they're in their late 30s, they need to. I'm not sure if this is to do with a game where you are a team, they don't buy in really good players, but I'll see when I'm a team that's got loads of money if they do buy in players, and see if it's just what they've set to, maybe by EA. But we shall wait and see how well they've actually how well they start to do. If that is a case of that happening, then like I say, I'll just have to become another team in the league and then look at them from a distance rather than be part of their team. But you can see they didn't buy anyone. They bought a few players, but not spent mega bucks. They have got a lot of money on here. I think you start off with 30 odd million, I believe, and their net worth's quite a lot. So you probably would get a lot of investment. You can see how they've done after 5 years. The careers, like all mid-table finishes towards the bottom. Won a relegation match, like I said, to get promoted, to stay in that league. Because see, then and at the end of the 10-year skip, you can see that they were still mid-table, just plodding along. Like I say, they did get relegated. They got promoted, but that only happened once when they got relegated. But the following year, they got straight back up into the Bundesliga First Division. But they weren't in Europe any of the years, so they didn't play in the Champions League or the Europa, unfortunately. And you can see it's a similar sort of side as well. Some of the players have retired or moved on, and that's about it. It's like nothing to really boast about with Leipzig. I was quite disappointed. I actually thought they would be really good. They'd be like top 5 constant every single season, but they haven't got the core players there really, like the likes of Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich have actually got, which is kind of disappointing, to be honest. But you, like I say, you probably need to be them to actually do well. But you can see now that they're all mid-tables, got relegated once, came straight back up, won the league below, and then they were just mid-table since getting promoted again. But that's about it, really. Absolute disappointment for Leipzig. But yeah, hope you enjoy it. I shall speak to you later. Adios.